Welcome to The Explainer. Have you ever wondered what makes someone a really great conversationalist? You know, that person who just seems to connect with everyone? Well, it's a skill that can absolutely change your life, and today we're going to break down exactly how you can master it.
Okay, let's just dive right in. We're talking about a skill that can literally shape history and, way more importantly, your own life. It's something you do every single day, but you probably don't realize just how much power is hiding inside your everyday chats.
So the source for this explainer kicks things off with a pretty incredible example, the diplomat Henry Kissinger. This was a guy whose mastery of conversation helped thaw the Cold War and open up relations with China. He could bring entire countries that were at each other's throats together, potentially saving millions of lives, all just through the power of talking. But look, this isn't about international diplomacy, right? It's about how that exact same power can build the relationships that truly matter to you. You might not be trying to reunite nations, but mastering this skill can make a massive difference in how connected and fulfilled you feel every single day. Just think about it for a second. Every friendship you have, every partnership, every single opportunity you've ever gotten, it was built on a conversation. It's literally the foundation for all trust and connection. So if you upgrade your conversation skills, you're pretty much upgrading your entire social life.
So where does it all start? With the first impression. And those first 30 seconds, wow, they are absolutely critical. People make a snap judgment about whether they can trust you, and you really only get one shot at it.
All right, so the source gives us 3 super quick, rapid-fire things you can do to build a bulletproof first impression and get that trust instantly. First, make eye contact. In most Western cultures, it just screams credibility. Second, smile with your eyes. This is a good one. It means you kind of lift your eyebrows a bit and crinkle the corners of your eyes. It makes you seem way more empathetic and less threatening. And third, use an expressive voice. You actually want to exaggerate your positivity a little, because what feels like you're overdoing it often comes across to other people as just right.
Now, let's get to the real heart of this explainer. This is a huge mindset shift, moving from performing to guiding. And seriously, if you've ever felt anxious in a social situation, this is going to be a game changer for you.
The source gives us this incredibly powerful tool, and it's perfect for anyone who feels anxious or just runs out of things to say. It's called the verbal mirror, and the logic behind it is so simple. People love talking about themselves. It's the one topic they're a world-class expert on, right? By becoming a mirror, you just let them do all the heavy lifting.
And this simple shift just takes all the pressure off. You don't have to be witty or profound. You're not there to put on a show. Instead, your job is just to guide the conversation, to gently lead the other person into topics they already love talking about. You become a facilitator, not a performer.
And here are some dead simple phrases you can start using immediately to put this into practice. That last one, just repeating the last few words they said and kind of trailing off, it sounds weird, but it's shockingly effective at getting people to keep talking. Each one of these puts the spotlight right back on them and makes them want to share more. Okay, so once you've built that initial connection, you can go deeper. And the way you do that is by mastering the art of storytelling. This is how you turn that boring, forgettable small talk into something that actually creates a real connection.
The source has this great way of reframing those routine questions like, "How are you?" or "What's new?" Instead of seeing them as a chore, see them as a gift. The author calls them softballs. They're these easy pitches just waiting for you to knock them out of the park with a good little story instead of a boring one-word answer.
And here's what that looks like in action. Good, you? And that's it. Conversation over. But if you answer with a little story hook, great, I just got back from Thailand, you've given the other person something to grab onto. Suddenly, the conversation has somewhere to go.
So, to make sure your stories actually stick, the source suggests 3 key things. First, know the point of your story. Don't ramble. Second, make sure it has an emotional payload. It has to make the listener feel something, laughter, surprise, whatever. Otherwise, they're just left thinking, okay, so what? And third, paint a picture for them. Use vivid, sensory details so they can almost see what you saw and smell what you smelled.
All right, so how do we wrap all this up into a new approach you can use in your very next social interaction? Well, it all comes down to one simple, kind of paradoxical idea. Here it is, the big takeaway. Being a great talker is actually about becoming an exceptional listener. When you make people feel truly heard, they think the conversation was amazing. And because of that, they think you are an amazing conversationalist. It's a powerful little paradox, isn't it? At the end of the day, your goal isn't really to impress people with your incredible stories.
It's to make them feel comfortable sharing theirs. It's not about being the most interesting person in the room. It's about making the person you're talking to feel like the most interesting person in the room.
And that leaves us with this final thought. Conversation isn't a performance where you're the star. It's a collaboration. It's all about the connection you create together. So the real question isn't, what am I going to say next? It's, what story am I going to help someone else tell?